Pat Sullivan with Adventure Sports Outdoors. It's my favorite time of the year, fall. A couple of things happen. Yeah, the leaves are leaving us and falling, but we always cover the Goodwill Award Ceremony. We're so honored that Goodwill named the Patriot Award after our good friend Harry Canterbury, the Harry Canterbury Goodwill Patriot Award. It meant so much to the family and the viewers that follows Harry for years, and the guy just worked with the veterans. He could get more out of the veterans of what they did and just get a release for them. I saw him talk to some World War II veterans one time when we were filming up in Iowa, and there was a lot of good veterans up there. He got more out of them, their family said, than any doctor or anybody could say. We're very proud of this award. We'll have that on for you. Also, the Goodwill Stand Down. This is where they collect items to give to the veteran homeless. Everybody needs help. They help the veterans with clothing, with personal products, with housing, with just food. They really do a great job. Goodwill, Don Johnson and his crew are unbelievable with the veterans. They have a Goodwill home, I know that. They need things for it, so every once in a while we'll get together and try to collect those things for them. So stay tuned for a good show.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsall Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily.
The Peoria Sportsman's Club, delicious dinners every Tuesday from 5:30 till 7:30 and Friday from 6 till 8 on beautiful Spring Lake in Manitou, Illinois. Goodwill, supporting our veterans with job placement assistance, health, housing, and resource referrals. And the General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans, all because you shop and donate. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
So good evening and welcome to Goodwill's Reception Honor, which begins Patriot Weekend for the week and culminates our 15th annual Stand Down for Veterans. Joining me in hosting tonight is a man who's been a Goodwill supporter, a past board member, strong leader for the community, as well as his past at the 182nd and everything he did for the Air Force. He's always answered the call when I've asked him and when we needed him, and tonight's no exception. So please welcome Brigadier General, retired United States Air Force, Robbie Robertson.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I noticed these seats are empty up here. Is there a reason for that, Don? Usually when I had a commander's call, there was always like some vacant rows. They didn't want to get too close to the commander because they might say, hey, come on up here or whatever. But anyway, so we'll get on with this. Thank you, Don. It has been my honor to work with Goodwill for many years. They indeed change lives with the work they do. They are a dedicated group of individuals in a very unique business model. While one side works to process and sell the donations made by the community, the other uses those funds to provide free services to the people of Central Illinois. They provide a litany of employment services, having contacts in hundreds of local employers. They also offer a youth mentoring program and many other youth services designed to foster integrity in the next generation. And, of course, the reason we're all here tonight, Goodwill also provides veteran services support services. They truly understand the sacrifices that have been made, and they are dedicated to providing these men and women with the services they have earned. Our first one here, our first award this evening, is the Veteran Patriot Award. This award recipient served in the Air National Guard for 19 years as a maintenance crew chief, then a pilot. That experience fostered a lifelong commitment to our veterans, from assisting veterans with VA benefits to planning events that celebrate the service to our veterans and military personnel. His commitment to these men and women is clear, but perhaps his most memorable contribution is his work on the Greater Peoria Honor Flight. The once-in-a-lifetime trip to Washington, D.C. is an experience that our veterans will cherish for a lifetime, and acting as president and executive veteran liaison, he makes sure as many veterans as possible get to make that trip. Perhaps an even bigger honor than this award is the fact that his wife refers to him as Captain America. The winner of the 2023 Veteran Patriot Award, and I'm very happy to see this, is Captain Luke Rosenbaum. Luke.
All right, just so everyone knows, first off, thank you very much. I did not know this was happening. My wife tricked me. So I get to do the special thing where you have a microphone and you get to do whatever you want for a few minutes. I would like to thank my wife for everything she does for me. So if everyone could give her a round of applause for being my partner in crime. I've had the opportunity to be a part of Honor Flight for just the last few years. More involved than just being a part of the welcome home, and I would say it's probably been more meaningful to me than it has even the veterans there, because being a part of that community that changed it for so much of us younger guys, changing the way we fight wars, changing the way we're treated by the VA. They have done so much for us, fighting and advocating for us younger guys. I've never had a welcome home from a deployment that wasn't less than a celebration. And it's because those guys that didn't get it made sure that the next generation did. So it's a huge honor to get to take them out for their Day of Honor out in DC and get to give them a welcome home. So we'll be posting I might as well take a pitch here. We will be posting our flights. We just got back last night with one. We'll be posting our next year's flights, so please come out and welcome these veterans home. They're true heroes of our community. Thank you very much.
The Patty Fox Citizen Patriot Award, named for former Goodwill CEO Patty Fox, honors a civilian who brings awareness to the needs of issues faced by our veterans. This person's goal is to improve the care and public support of these men and women. This year's recipient has truly been an inspiring story. In fact, I saw it on WEK 4th of July and brought it to the committee. While searching Springdale Cemetery for the gravestone of his grandfather, it quickly became evident that time had taken its toll on the grave markers. Wanting to honor the memory of his grandfather, he cleaned the gravestone, making it once again legible and looking fairly new. It left him with a feeling of accomplishment and desire to do more. That's when the real work began. Starting the project by himself, he later had others join him by cleaning all the markers at Springdale Cemetery that were marked for veterans, so that each family could experience the same joy he had found. The Springdale Cemetery soon became a shining example of how we should honor our veterans. With plans to do more, the winner of the 2023 Patty Fox Citizen Patriot Award is John Miller Ross. John could not be here tonight with us because he hadn't taken a vacation in a long time. But accepting the award tonight is his father, Jesse Matthews.
Hi, everyone. My son John started out by trying to clean a headstone. And by the time he was done, he's not done yet, he's ongoing. But so far, last I knew, he was around 1,800 or better. He couldn't do that many on his own, so he had the idea of putting together some volunteer days. Went on Facebook, made Facebook posts, got a lot of people together, different weekends, Sundays, hot days, cold days, and I am very proud of him, and I am amazed at what he's done. He wanted me to say that he just wanted to put a smile on a family's face when they saw that white headstone instead of the black one that was previously there, and he wanted to thank you so much.
All right. Next, we present the Harry Canterbury Business or Association Patriot Award. Through his show on WTVP, Adventure Sports Outdoors, he featured Goodwill's veterans at home and spotlighted many of the veterans' services that Goodwill provides. The recipient of this award is synonymous for their dedication to our veterans and military personnel. Founded locally in 2009, this chapter of the national organization has helped thousands of local veterans and their families, not only with a free day of golf, but through the veteran services of many local organizations. The day fosters camaraderie and gratitude for our veterans and reminds them just how special they are. The money raised then funds the services and support that these men and women so desperately need. The organization focuses on 6 pillars of support, which include employment, family and caregiver support, housing, homelessness, PTSD, and traumatic brain injury, sports rehabilitation, and suicide prevention. Goodwill's many veterans services benefit greatly from the assistance of this organization. The winner of the 2023 Harry L. Canterbury Business Association Patriot Award is Tee It Up for the Troops. Accepting the award are Tony Frixell, Jerry Jackson, and C. Stipe.
So 2005, Teed Up for Troops is a national organization and was founded then. Does anybody who not know what it is? Raise your hand if you don't know what it is. Okay. So 2005, a soldier was deployed in Iraq. His father had asked him, "What do you guys need?" He said, "Dad, we're good." He said, "Take care of the guys back home." And that's when Teed Up for the Troops began. Sorry. Since 2005, nationally, Teed Up for the Troops has helped over 650 charities in over 40 states and has received donations in excess of $14 million. Locally, we have done about, this last year for 2023, our grant totals we'll be giving back to the community $44,000 for our local chapter.
Because we will fill 2024 from our waiting list. It is that popular. We wish we could do more than one golf course. 130 military and veteran golfers play a free round of golf on Mount Holly Country Club every year. And again, come volunteer. It is an incredible event. You do it once, I promise you'll be back. And thank you for this.
Before we move on, I wanted to, because my fishing buddy is here, Pat Sullivan. Pat and I knew Harry very well, and I was talking to his boys tonight about that and thought the world of Harry. There's no storyteller like Harry Canterbury. I mean, not even close if you spent time with Harry. And you guys that knew him very well, you know. But Pat, you and the Canterbury family, and Dave, I see you're here again. You guys stand and ought to be recognized because Harry was an awesome person. Please stand. This one is also special to us for various reasons. Because of the Murphy family and Teresa and Ed. It's an incredible story, and I'll share that with you right now. We did this last year as well in the naming rights of really the Nicholas J. Murphy Military Patriot Award, because we felt that this name needs to carry on as well. Our next award is the Nicholas J. Murphy Military Patriot Award. Nick sacrificed his life on November 19th of 2016 while serving in the United States Navy and training to become a Navy SEAL. Nick and his fellow friends and fellow savers were enjoying a beautiful morning in Pensacola, Florida. As they walked the streets, an out-of-control vehicle struck Nick, but not before he pushed his friends out of the way, giving his life for theirs. While Nick's actions that day saved a life, his heroism didn't stop there. Nick was also an organ donor and has since saved many other lives. The Nicholas J. Murphy Military Patriot Award is sponsored by the Nicholas J. Murphy Foundation. Oh, you've heard that name twice. because of their commitment, GFL Environmental, and the Vanaken Group. Representing the Nicholas J. Murphy Foundation is Nick's parents, Father Ed Murphy and Mother Teresa Murphy. Guys, come on up. The Military Patriot Award acknowledges a U.S. military member and shows courage and determination while working to ensure services and support systems are in place for all service members. Tonight's recipient boasts 32 years of service and is an enlisted leader in the 182nd Operations Group. He is an active veteran supporter through the work with the Greater Peoria Honor Flight and is a member of the Chillicothe American Legion. While doing what he can today, he also looks to the future with his work with Troop 91 of the Boy Scouts, assisting them in completing their Eagle Scout project. If you know anything about Eagle Scouts, you show me an Eagle Scout, I'll show you somebody that's going to be successful the rest of their life. Further, he established a program called Breakfast with the Chief, in which he takes recently enlisted Air Guard members back to their high school to share their experience. With his feet in the present and his eyes on the future, the 2023 Nicholas J. Murphy Military Patriot Award goes to Chief Master Sergeant Brent Bixby.
Sure, I'll say something. I have the gift of gab, so I may challenge Pat some of these days. Speaking of Pat Sullivan, grew up in the Peoria area, and I do want to give back all I can forever. Pat Sullivan DJ'd my 8th grade high school dance, or my 8th grade dance at Calvin Coolidge Grade School. So my grandpa started Sutton Carpet Company back on Sheridan Road, and my uncle, my mom would drop me off at 8 o'clock in the morning, picked me up about 10 o'clock at night, and one thing he taught me was work is fun. And so that's what I want to do. I want to give back and make sure that people know that work is fun and what we do is good for what we do. So thank you.
I've known the chief quite a few years. Up there in ops, always handing in a flight plan, getting ready to go. He was always ready to go. I didn't realize you were an Eagle Scout. Holy smokes. All right. Anyway, but it shows, that's for sure. All right. Finally, tonight we present the General Wayne A. Downing Award. The award is sponsored by RLI, CEFCU, the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs, and CAVU. As you probably know, General Downing was the inspiration for this ceremony and a true American patriot. Wayne Downing was a Peoria native who rose to the rank of 4-star general and served as Commander-in-Chief of the United States Special Operations Command from 1993 until his retirement in 1996. We lost General Downing in 2007, but we keep his memory and his dedication to his troops alive with ceremonies like this.
A veteran of the Vietnam War, our recipient endured experiences that cemented his dedication to his fellow veterans and the sacrifices they made. His dedication lies with honoring others and making sure the next generation understands how special America is. As commander of the American Legion Post 35 for the past 10 years, he partnered with Illini Bluffs High School to host the Veterans Day Parade. The event educates students on the sacrifices made by our veterans while at the same time honoring them. Additionally, he coordinates the annual Memorial Day observance at Kingston Mines Cemetery, as well as coordinating funeral support for local veterans through this position with the American Legion. He is also involved with the Peoria Honor Flight. There's your theme. You've heard that over and over again. While performing these deeds, his intention is to always be educating the next generation on what it means to be a patriot and what it means to support each other. The 2023 General Wayne A. Downing Award goes to Victor Diver.
it's quite an honor to, it's a surprise when I got the message that I had won. So I'm just truly honored and proud to be an American. So thank you.
We're here with Brigadier General William Robbie Robertson, which is from the Peoria area. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
So you've lived here a long time and know a lot of the people around this area. And he is the MC today, giving out the award of the General Wayne A. Downing Award, which General Downing was a very important member of our military and personally known by Robbie here. And I'm going to, if you'll tell us a little bit about that relationship.
Well, General Downing, I knew him for probably about 4 or 5 years in uniform and out of uniform, civilian side, and he was really quite a guy. And when you said brilliance, that's really what he was. He was a brilliant tactician. He was a brilliant war fighter, and especially being the first commander of U.S. Special Operations Command. But a lot of my stuff working with him was when he would come out to the 182nd Airlift Wing, and he would come out there and work on the side, if you will, and he was still working and still connected very much with Washington, D.C. And so, we wanted that man to do his work because we knew he was good, and we knew that he would probably play a big part in taking down some of the biggest terrorists in the world. But he would come out, and eventually sometimes he would fly out of there on an airplane. They'd come in and pick him up and take him out, and it was always fun to sit down with the general and have a cup of coffee before he started his work, and just to know him is a real honor. And if you ever really met the man, you would understand why, because he truly cared about his country, loved his country. He would put himself in harm's way for anybody. So what a great man.
Hi, I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week. Many guys and gals are cowboys at heart, and everybody likes to shoot at a cowboy rifle. And today we have a few examples of some of those guns. We're going to start first with trapdoor Springfields. This is an officer's model, and it's a current production. Then we have the rifle version, and then we have the cavalry model, which is just identical just about to what Custer had at the Little Bighorn. And then we jump up into lever action rifles, and these are Uberti, and they're exact copies of Winchester 73s. This is a copy of a Winchester 92 carbine. It's made by Rossi. This particular rifle's in a 44 Magnum. If you're a big John Wayne fan, they make the John Wayne rifle. This is a 4440, the large loop, just like what he carried in most of his movies. And here's a nice example of some American-made rifles. These are made in New Jersey by the Henry Company. And if you want to do some long-range cowboy shooting, here's an example of a Sharps rifle. This is made by Shiloh Sharps. It's a 45-110. Probably the most common caliber in a Sharps these days is 45-70. And this particular rifle is a special order. It's got the shotgun butt plate, high-grade wood, factory-installed peep sight, and an extra heavy barrel. I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week. Good shooting.
I'm Don Johnson. I'm President and CEO of Goodwill Industries of Central Illinois. And welcome to our 15th annual Stand Down.
Hi, and I'm Jonna Wagner. I'm the Assistant Director over Mission Services.
And this is really Goodwill's event, but said a different way, it's really Jonna's event. And 15th annual, hard to believe, 15 years we've been doing this, but Stand Down is an intervention, community intervention for veterans that need support. Bottom line, that's what Goodwill does. Not only do we have the vet home that you guys and your viewers know about, but also what we do here at Stand Down is coats, hats, boots, gloves, classes on a lot of issues that are facing veterans, as well as food, as well as resource packet. But we do a lot of things that the community, they just don't know. They believe that all we do is it's a place I shop, that's a place I donate. What they don't know, which is part of the division that Jonna runs, is our mission component. And everything we do is free and free for the community.
So like Don said, the services that we provide all year long for our veterans our employment and training, and also resources. So we have substance use disorder groups held here, workshops that support our veterans, and we work with the local veteran agencies to make sure that they're getting all of the resources that they need. So that's all year long. So this event is our staple event for our veterans. It's our way of being able to thank them from Goodwill for the support and what they do for our country. I can't say enough about this event. It is put together by not only a committee of 40, but also all of the community members and partnerships, businesses, agencies in the community that support us through monetary donation, in-kind donation, and volunteering. That is a huge part of what we need and what we do here. A lot of the merchandise here is purchased brand new. So we get the donations locally. We try to spend all of our dollars locally. So all year long, we're purchasing from local vendors, department stores, so that we can support the community that way. We also have our service providers here today. So I want to talk about Oak Street is here, healthcare. We also have our VA is here. CI Friends are here. We're doing HIV and STI testing. We're doing diabetic foot care, where we're cleaning our veterans' feet and providing them with the medical things that they need to care for themselves as being diabetic. We have vision care here, and also hearing, and Narcan is an addition that we've added this year. Blood pressure, and then our groups that we run, our workshops, is maintaining sobriety.
Hi, I'm Jim Dolan, Illinois Joining Forces. We're a statewide collaborative that provides resource navigation for service members, veterans, and their families 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Any veteran, service member, or family member can call our Care Coordination Center at 833-463-6453, and we'll connect them to the resources that they need and deserve.
Jake has helped veterans for years cutting hair. He's really the guy that makes this happen. Our staff all knows Jake, think the world of Jake. He was telling me what the record is that you did in 6 hours one time. It was like
37 haircuts and 26 beard trims in 6 hours.
But really what we do at Stand Down with hair cutting, it all starts with Jake first. He's the mainstay of what we do, and we're very proud to know him, and he's honored to do it for us and for the vets. So thanks, Jake. We're kind of ending up the day right now. We've had, I believe, 4 workshop areas with classes that go on from sobriety to veterans benefits, legal matters, and anything really impacting veterans to what they need to know. But this guy right here, Logan Cole, very proud of Logan. Logan actually runs our General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans. Logan, real quickly, can kind of give you an idea what we do, what he does on a daily basis with the veterans at the Downing Home. Logan.
Thanks, Don. Yeah, so we have a 15-bed vet home that provides case management, supportive services, and housing for veterans who previously experienced homelessness. Every veteran there has some type of diagnosis, whether it's mental or physical, and we work with them to rebuild that stability and get them back on track.
And Logan's been doing it for several years and does a great job with us.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsall Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily.
The Peoria Sportsman's Club. Delicious dinners every Tuesday from 5:30 till 7:30 and Friday from 6 till 8 on beautiful Spring Lake in Manitou, Illinois. Goodwill, supporting our veterans with job placement assistance, health, housing, and resource referrals. And the General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans, all because you shop and donate. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.